Okay, we are live. And does the audio sound good? Dude, it's actually so nice that I can like listen to the audio from your end. Like, I actually have gotten a lot of value out of this Beacon Studio thing. Anyways, we're live. Yay! I love streaming. That sounded really sarcastic, didn't it? But I actually do. And I'm excited to stream every time that I do. Well, I would say like 99% of the time that I stream, I'm like, yay, streaming. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I have an exam tomorrow, and I ran out of motivation to study for it. So tomorrow I'm going to walk into my exam. I'm going to be like, and then I'm going to like look at the first exam on the test or the first question on the exam. And I'm just going to be like, and then I'm going to go home and cry. And, but it's fine because Minecraft building a sheep fricker. My professor will understand when she sees the magnitude of this sheep fricker. It's so big. Hey, thank you very much for the $2 donut.
Your personal prowler is here.
I was very concerned, so I'm glad to see that you're here. Your first stream, welcome in. Yeah, so oh, you know what I had to do? Okay, at the end of last stream, I needed to find out what page I'm supposed to put this on. So what we need to do is we need to quickly, don't leave. I'm not gonna be in creative for very long. I just need to put down the sheep fricker. I think it's Frixton 8. Oh, it must be the most recent one. Yeah, this seems to be correct. Oh, wait. This is not, so there are actually, okay, so this is on page 3, and this one is also on page 3. Okay, there we go. That's all that I need to do in creative for now. Discord wouldn't let me open your stream? Yeah, blame it on Discord. That's what they all say. That is what they all say. Chat, everybody's talking about AI this and AI that. AI is gonna take all of our jobs. Can we get AI to like make me the person that I want to be so that I don't have to do a lot of work and stuff, please? I don't want to have to like do things, you know? When are we gonna get AI that just makes my life actually better? Can we do that? AI isn't taking my job because I don't plan on having one. W, let's go. This is career planning right there. I wonder if I went to like the career advisor place at my school, if they would accept that as a response. I'm gonna be homeless, I think. I think it sounds like fun. I hope they're chill about that. How's chat day and how's your day? Everyone tell Tippy or Wall how your day was. My day was pretty good. I really need to work on my next long form because my goal is to get one long form out a month. This next long form is not super, it's not like the April Fool's video, or at least it shouldn't be, where it shouldn't take me like a month and a half to make it. It should only take me, like, I want to say like 2 weeks once I actually lock in and start working on it. But I haven't done too much work on it thus far because I've been very busy with, I have the exam tomorrow. So today I pretty much studied all day, and then I watched an episode of The Boys because the new season is dropping, and then I went to the gym, and now I'm here. And I got food. One of the longest and worst weeks ever. Oh, that sucks. Why is it so long and bad? Usually longer is better. At least that's what women have said. Not to me though, because you know why. Anyways, I don't know why I have all this. Well, I do know why I have all this in my inventory, but I don't want to do anything with it. So I'm going to do that. Bam. And let's go and I think most of this is done, I want to say. I just have to do this part, and then I think this layer is done. Share it with the class. No. You guys are not my classroom. You guys are my minions. And and what I say goes. If I say that I want you guys to steal the moon, you have to steal the moon. Stop trying to make us forget the lotion and cucumber incident. I'm genuinely not sure if that's a real thing that happened, or if you're just making things up. There definitely was like a lotion incident, but I won't out myself too much by telling you guys about that because most of you guys haven't been here for that long. Oh shit, I did it. I accidentally outed myself. All right, everyone forget that I said that. Please. I said please, so you guys have to do it. That's just being polite. Bam. Chat, yesterday, I went to pick up my girlfriend from her house. I guess I didn't really need to specify that. But I went to pick up my girlfriend from her house, and my campus has a major road that goes through it. And on my way out of the campus, because I was inside the campus, on my way out, I'm driving, and somebody has just put on their hazards and is just parked, or not parked, but they have their hazards on the side of the road. And people do that sometimes, and it pisses me off because you're not supposed to do that, and it means that I have to then drive around you, which means going into the opposite lane of traffic. But I was like, whatever. I go and pick up my girlfriend. I'm on my way back. That car is still there, like 5 minutes later. And then, as I'm driving past them, a police officer, like a police car, drives up. And I was like, I was so excited. I genuinely said to Pesto, I was like, oh, let's go. Like, the police officer is going to make them move. And then the police officer, they pull over, they get out of their car, they walk up, boom, 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 boom. And yeah, that was that. And I cheered and yay. No, that didn't happen. That would have been more fun though. The police officer just drove around them. This guy was doing crime, and the police officer just drove around them, which is really cringe. Oh, I forgot to record. Okay, so we are putting items into here and hoping that nothing starts moving. Because this is updating literally all of these, and if any of them move, then we have done something wrong, and that's really bad. And... Oh, I am lagging bad. I think. Oh, never mind. I'm not lagging. I think it's just these guys are a higher amount of delay. Some of them were like, they looked like they're stuttering, but it's because some of them are different delays. Okay. And now all of these guys are on. So now if I move the schematic down, they're all on now, and like they look like they're in the correct state. This is beautiful. We've done it. Please stop touching my feet. Guys. Touch his feet harder. What? Who said that? That was the win. Anyways. Did you fly the stream? I forgot to put up my poll, of course. You need to make Dash go to the bathroom. That's not very nice. Mods, touch my feet. Chaz. Mods, lock this guy up and with no possibility of parole. Imprison this man for life. For that sentence. Look outside, Dash Pum? No. You know, in the horror movies and stuff where they're like, look outside. Just don't look outside. Just rage bait them. Wait, that's kind of a funny bit for like the like scary movie or whatever it's called. That's like a pretty solid bit that they could do. Just have the victim be a rage baiter. Freaking you know, Scream or whatever is like trying to get them to look outside so they can kill them, and like they're just rage baiting. I don't see anything. They're like very obviously hiding in the bushes or something. I don't see it. I don't see you. Are you want to just come to the front door? Do me a favor and DM me the cords of where your editors are locked up IRL. I want to whip them. They're not doing a good enough job lately. Ooh. All right, I got you. Although I only have one editor. I had for a time, I had 2 editors, and one of the editors wasn't doing all that much, but the small amount that he was doing was good. But unfortunately, their laptop just like refuses to run Premiere Pro in the newer versions, and so I just paid him for what work he did, and then we're not working together on it anymore, tragically. Okay, let me lock in here. I don't know why I'm just like bouncing around. Bouncing on it is really fun. I mean, bouncing around is really fun, but I should probably lock in and do some building here. Why does the stream have no title? What are you talking about? You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Stream has a title. Oh my gosh, it's a llama. How did you get up here? Oh, there are 2 of them. Wait, are there 2 of them? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Oh, he just turned. I thought there were 2 of them. Where is the rest of your family, sir? Where'd your family go? I'm gonna befriend this llama. I'm befriending him. Oh, I found him. How did they get down there? Have I befriended you yet? Oh my gosh. Befriend. Yay! Me and you are gonna go places. Trust. Whee! We're gonna have lots of fun together. Let me get a lead. Lead. I'm splitting this guy up from his family even more than I already am doing, or than he already is. All right, let's go. Oh shit! I forgot that leads break when you use fireworks. Leads break when you use fireworks now, chat. Hold on, let me finish this wall. And then I have a plan. I know what I can do to avenge the death of that llama. It's a very good strat. You guys are gonna be blessed to see it. I feel like I'm surely going to run out of these blocks. Yep, there we go. I just ran out of them. Gosh dang it. I knew it might happen. It is what it is. I didn't really like him that much anyway. I did like that he was trying to abandon his family, though. Why does this song sound like an elephant? All right, hold on. Give me one moment. Well, not literally one moment. Give me like if a moment is 1 second, give me like 200 moments. Are you so for real? Wait, I have an idea for something. Can I just like... Oh yeah, that works pretty well. Wow, look at that. What is the music name? I do not know. I'm low-key kind of too lazy to check. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, wait, that didn't really work that well. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to go get that llama. I'm 3D printing a 3D printer. Do you want one? Can you 3D print me some money? Does that work? Dude, with the invention of 3D printers and AI and stuff, when am I gonna be able to just live my life like the characters in WALL-E? Like people talk about how that's like so far gone, but like it doesn't sound so bad. Being able to just sit around all day and like you just get food brought to you and you just chill and vibe, like doesn't sound so bad to me. All right, good boy, Mr. Happy Gas. He's kidnapping this llama straight from the villager. Guys, nothing happened to the other llama. It is perfectly fine. Or sorry, this is the original llama. Not scratch that from the record. This is the same llama. Nothing happened to him. This llama is definitely the same color and everything. Oh, I can't even get it into the sheep. What do I do with this llama? Chat, what do I do with this llama? I think this is what I'm gonna do with the llama. Watch this. This is gonna require some precision here. I unfortunately can't really see that well where I am. I really wish I had a shear on me though. But what I'm hoping I can do... I don't think this is gonna work. This guy's gonna move. I really want to just place this guy here. I'm gonna have to go grab my shear though. Stop moving, Happy Gast. Stay still. I was like, where did it go? How is that possible? All right, we're just gonna place Mr. Llama right up here. Remember when I said I was gonna lock in? That looks correct. I'm like playing like reverse claw game. All right, we're going for it. Oh, yeah. Yes! We've done it! Goodbye. See you later, idiot. Beautiful. Oh, what are we naming? Are you about to name the llama? Oh god, I almost just jumped off by accident. You watch One Piece? I do not. Name the... Okay. Name the llama Atlas, Lord of all Frickers. Alright. Oh, what did I just do? I just somehow started punching. My hacked client turned on. Atlas, Lord of all Frickers. Hey, thank you for the $1 dono.
Hi Big D, can I get mod on my YT account? It's my non-slop account, aka my new account.
Oh yeah. Sure. Okay, hold on. Let me get... You know what? All right. I'm doing this quickly. Ready? Watch this, watch this, watch this. This is professional. Oh, yeah. I'm actually goated at this game. Flyby naming. You ever seen that before? Oh my god, you ever... What the fuck? You ever seen that before? You ever seen a man miss 7 shots at point blank range? 6 shots, actually? You ever seen somebody miss 6 shots at point blank range before? Pretty impressive, huh? I have, if you just do exclamation point specs, you can see all the specs in my computer. Flyby names the llama, but can't hit the spooter. Yep. Are you good at PvP? Rewind the stream by like 45 seconds and tell me if that answers your question. I was about to say, how did I lose a giant flying marshmallow? He flew into the... He's trying to get closer to the sheep. Freaky aghast. Bro, lock in. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. That was important, though. That was important. That contributed to the overall narrative. Trust. Now we have this llama there, and he's gonna watch over the build and eventually get struck by lightning and die. But it'll be funny when it happens. I hope I'm around when it happens. I don't know if MM realizes this, but that llama is not gonna last very long. I'm gonna share this stream. You should. I'm only an hour away from Hall of Fame. Do you not have Hall of Fame already? I low-key thought you did. I thought all the mods did. I guess, Senor Fishy, you are like the most recent mod, right? When he dies, can a sign be placed in his honor? Maybe. I'll decide that later. I don't know if I'll actually even notice when he dies. Alivened Messenger. All mobs. Ideally, it would be... Oh, so it should be... So I think anything with a name should display in chat. Like if I go find... Hey, thank you for the dono.
Hey Alteric, not sure if your chat is working, you aren't responding, let me know if you can see this.
Why did I rename that from ASDF to ASDF? Because I'm a genius. Wait, hold on, let's test if... It should, I think, display a message in chat when this guy dies. All right, it did. So that means the llama should also die. Oh, actually, but like I don't know if that's actually true, because it might be because I killed it. Like if it were to die of like fall damage or something. How did I one-shot it? How powerful are these hands? Okay, I'm gonna lock in like an hour. Trust. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna yoink a mob that is ideally not a chicken, and I'm gonna name it. And I'm gonna see if it displays a message when it is dropped from a high place. All right, ready, Mr. Cow? Come here. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do... Crap, I was so close. Ow. Hold on. Okay, it did put it in chat, so the llama should display in chat when it dies. Are you and Cringe Eagle friends? Yes. I just straight up stole Cringe Eagle's title for this video. I was honestly just curious how he names it, what he does, and so I went and just copy pasted it and I put it over here and it worked. I'm just ripping Cringe Eagle off. I'm not gonna do it for every stream though. Who's Cringe Eagle? Another YouTuber. Hey, thank you for the $1.
That was a good joke, Alteric, LOL.
Cringy Seagull. True. That is, you don't need to use his like legal government name though. You're not like his mom. Only Cringe Eagle's mom calls him Cringy Seagull. Oh, he's gone. And only when she's mad at him. Cringy Seagull, you get down here right now. Do the dishes and clean your room. That's my impression of Cringe Eagle's mom. Do you guys like it? I worked really hard on it. I stayed up all night last night working on that impression. And so I will be devastated if you guys say you don't like it. So please be kind to my feelings. Do exclamation point pack. Great mom voice. Thank you. Thank you. I hope Cringe Eagle watches this. True. Cringe Eagle watches all of my streams in full, I'm sure. Because they're just that good. And because I'm sure he has 2 hours of every day of his day to dedicate to watching all of my streams. That's a reasonable thing to expect, right? Surely. All right, let me just stock up here. All right, and on to the next layer. I don't even know what blocks these are at all. Bunch of froglight. Oh, I made it under. That was kind of sick. It's like in when you like slide under like a closing garage. I could have used any other cooler example than slide under a closing garage, but I chose closing garage. I don't know why. I could not tell you why I decided sliding under a closing garage rather than like sliding under the vault door as it closes. Nah, just a garage. That's the coolest example imaginable though. Yeah, you're so right. Just picture the closing garage, and Alterock's mom is on the other side. So the only way to get to save Alterock's mom is by sliding under it, and then it's pretty cool. And I know that's relatable to you all, which is why I said it. Ooh, oh. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Wait. What was that, Dash? About my mom? I was just saying that we're all saving her life. Actually, relative to the yeah, no, I mean, in general, that was like relatively wholesome. I'm just talking about saving your mom. Dash's mom looks like Altar. Wait. I misread that. Dash's mom looks like Dash's mom. What does that mean? I mean, yeah. You're right. That's very true. My mom does look like my mom. Do your guys' moms look like your mom? Me personally, my mom looks nothing like my mom. So how about that? You ever consider that? Oh my god, please. Please. Thank you. Is this whole top just gonna be snow? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, interesting. Just a small... Oh, I bet that's just to make it not spawn mobs on it. I'm pretty sure Mythical Pingu asked me when I was when they were designing this, they asked me like, do you want me to add light blocks so that mobs won't spawn? And I was like, yes, please. So I think that's why that's there. My mom looks like Jeff the Landshark's mom. Is Jeff the Landshark's mom a baddie? Like, what does she look like? You guys ever wonder how I'm so fast at placing? I do finger exercises every day. That's how I'm so good at this. I'm just really, really speedy. I need more frog light. Why don't I refill? I keep thinking like I need to refill my stack of fireworks, and then I keep forgetting. Why is your forehead so massive? Some questions are not meant to be answered and are not meant to be understood by mere mortals such as yourself. My phone, does anyone else have this? My phone for the past like 5 years, maybe longer, has been yelling at me because my iCloud storage is full, and I've just never needed iCloud storage whatsoever. So the fact that it's full does not bother me. It's probably full of like pictures and videos from like 10 years ago at this point. But it still is just like, hey, your iCloud storage is full. Please give us money for more iCloud storage. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And then they get on their hands and knees and they beg me. They say, please, Dashpum, here at Apple, we have no money. We need your $5 a month from iCloud. I get multiple emails daily. Jeez, I get like one a week maybe. No, probably less than that, honestly. If I was getting multiple emails a day from iCloud telling me to get more storage, I think I do some things that I don't think I can say on stream here. This Apple might send their goons after me. I miss when goons was like a word you could use without people thinking of gooning. I need crafting tables, I'm pretty sure. I don't need a lot of these blocks anymore. That's lovely. So I can probably get like another stack of slime and honey blocks. Oh. Is using a firework? Oh, interesting. So all the other sounds are chill, but using a firework activates it. Thank you for making the rabbit post on Easter. We got a second rabbit because her previous owners got her for Easter and then didn't want her. That's tragic. And you're welcome. Or well, I mean, that's like kind of tragic, but also like kind of a blessing. You got a second rabbit. I like low-key like really secretly want not to like wish on a rabbit being abandoned, but like the only way that I'm getting a second rabbit while I'm still living with my parents is if one like shows up at our front door and or if one like shows up in our backyard or something and it's a domestic rabbit. And like so I'm like I would love to have a second rabbit. And so I'm like, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if it would not be the worst thing in the world if another rabbit pulled up. At least in my opinion. Then Chula could have a friend. A lot of people, including me, say that rabbits should ideally have like a companion. And I am aware of this, but I just unfortunately cannot give her a companion. My parents don't want another bunny. But I'm like fairly convinced that my parents are nice enough that if a domestic rabbit was dumped, they would at least take her in for a bit, and then they would probably be willing to take her in forever. But so I just have to use an elaborate ruse to get my parents to have a second bunny. I can't wait to make this video, like the long form of this, because I feel like I have a lot of ideas, a lot of like relatively easy ideas for like shorts promoting it. Like I'm just gonna make like a video that's like a tutorial on this, and it's just gonna be like, you know, like 15 seconds long. First, build this piston, then build all these other ones. It's quite simple, really. That sort of thing, I think would be fun. Aren't you like 40 Dash? Why can't you get a bunny? I am in fact 40. I'm 45 for your information. But I can't get another bunny because my parents said so. My wife's boyfriend said that I can't. So what my wife's boyfriend says goes. What did I need? I needed a bunch more ferni. $49. All right, fine. I'm lying. I'm 49. All right, you got me. I'm trying to downplay my age a little bit because I'm getting up there. I'm getting to unk status, you know, and it's embarrassing being 49. So I was trying to just, you know, I was trying to be a little bit younger, but you caught me. I'm 49 years old. I'm at least 72. That is definitely a number. Definitely an age. I don't know if I believe you, though. Considering how much you like Jeff the Land Shark, I don't think any self-respecting 72-year-old would be that into Jeff the Land Shark. I'm old enough to be your dad. Are you? Maybe you are. I never knew my father. He died in the coal mining accident when I was 7. Or that's what I was told. Wait, 7 is way too late for him to have died, for me to not know him. When I was just a baby, when I was 1 year old, he died in a coal mining accident. He's just like me for real. He's a miner. Oh, let's do this part, and then I'll grab the rest of the items that I need. I'm head mod. Dash, I thought you were 60. No, common misconception. I'm only 49. Okay, let's grab my... Me being 49 or 60 would really explain how bad my memory is. I very often have to remember like a grand total of like 5 blocks and I forget. Wait! I just realized the chat. I just realized the shaft, the end rod is done. I don't know how I didn't even call attention to this, but I don't know. Also, I should probably turn up my gamma, but the end rod is done. How long were you holding out on that April Fool's video? Well, so I recorded the in-game I recorded myself, like, I think I actually streamed it. Me building the farm and designing a lot of the farm. I streamed a lot of that, like, literally years, like 2 years ago. And then I edited a chunk of it and scripted a chunk of it. And then I just never, I didn't finish it though. So I then, like, the next year I revisited it, but didn't finish it again. I barely revisited it, to be fair. And then this year I was like, finally, like, okay, I'm gonna lock in and get this video done. And while working on it, I came up with like 50 more ideas for the video that I wanted to do. And so it went from a simple Minecraft video to like a full-blown production where I was like getting my roommates and my girlfriend to like act and setting up like 5 different cameras and like all this different stuff. And that's why that video took so long, and why it is also fairly depressing that that video is doing very poorly. Not like horribly, but it's like not... It is not like 2 months of work views, is what I will say. And like, that is what it is. I kind of... At some point, I have to have... You gotta have flops to make the successes actually look good. And so, it is what it is. But... it does suck. What blocks did I need? Those and those, for sure. Oh, we naming another mob? All right. I still think that video is a masterpiece. Thank you. You know, it actually did lessen the blow a little bit, seeing that you liked it. Because, so for those of you that don't know, obviously, like, Ultrarock's opinion is not as valuable to me as, like, whether or not the video does well. But it does matter to me a bit, and it was nice to hear, because Ultrarock's favorite one of my videos has been, for the past several years, has been a video that I made like 5 years ago. And I think I've gotten much better at making videos since then, but that's still been his favorite of my videos. And so it was like, dang, bro, like, am I washed? Like, why does this guy like that video so much? And so it is as much as I would rather, you know, I would infinitely rather the video do well than Alterrock like it, to be fair. But the fact that Alterrock likes it and it's Alterrock's favorite one of my videos is at least something. I'll take it. Bullshit, you yearn for my approval. Get a skeleton horse and name him Skelejuan. I also want you to ride him around. That is not a thing that you can dictate based on the, that is, you can't make me ride the skeleton horse around. I'm not using the skeleton horse, but I will name it Skelejuan. It's a nice vid, thank you. I actually realized I kind of wish that I had gotten this. The other day, somebody came to my stream, I forget exactly who, and they said, not your best video. And Alterrock then yelled at them. And I was also like, I got like somewhat defensive. But what I realized I should have done is I should have asked, what did you not like about it? Because that could actually be very useful information to know for future videos, you know? My next video is also going to be a lot of like farm design stuff. And so like, you know, if that's super uninteresting, I could cut it way down, like probably. Like I kind of have the option between making this video explain the process of designing it and the issues that I came across along the way, or and that video is like 10 minutes long or whatever, long enough to like actually get to have mid rolls and stuff, or making the video like 4 minutes long and it's just explaining how it works and then showcasing it. And like I think I'd rather talk about the design process because I think it's interesting, but you know, Alterrock's favorite artist is 21 Pilots. Take it with a grain of salt. That's funny. Oh, you're so silly. Skelly Juan. This is correct, right? I definitely have skeleton horses somewhere. I have one in my base, but I think it's already named. I need to find a different one. I just want to confirm that this is the right name. Yes? All right, cool. Whee! Because I'm holding the name tag, they were killed using Skelejuan. That actually is a good question. Where is my skeleton horse that's in here? Also, what? Get out of here. You're disgusting. I don't want freaking untrimmed hedges. Oh yeah, you're Kevin. That's Kevin, guys. Kevin's gonna have a friend. Crazy. Why is that still here? I'm gonna be real. My real favorite is Tamed Wolf. Can't believe Maroon 5 made a parody of it. Yeah, they, you know, I tried to sue them and get them to pay me royalties, but the court said that they made their song before me. But I told the court that I actually made my song first, but I just kept it locked up in the vault for like 15 years, and they didn't accept that as evidence, and so they said that I can't, oh, I should have gotten leads. They said I didn't have enough evidence to prove that, and so they're cringe. What is that thumbnail? You're about to see. Just wait like 5 seconds. There it is. That's what the thumbnail is. This is what we're building currently. I'm just taking a brief respite from building it to go get a skeleton horse because one of my viewers redeemed the name, redeemed naming it. You guys like when I use big words? Do I sound photosynthesis? Peak? Thank you. And it's actually functional. We're more than halfway done, I think, at this point. It's actually functional as long as I didn't mess something up, of course. But it should actually be functional. You know, if I had a better singing voice and posted my Tamed Wolf parody like 10 years earlier, I think it would have actually gotten millions of views. Genuinely, I think the lyrics are pretty good. Like, I think when I look back on it, I'm like, this is a good Minecraft parody. It's just that, like, I'm not that great of a singer. I think I'm a better singer now, but I'm not that great of a singer. And also, I posted a Minecraft parody, you know, 10 years after Minecraft parodies were popular. And, like, some still get views now, but they don't get the same views that they were. In case you're wondering why I'm here, I think that there's a chance that there are skeleton horses wandering around somewhere in the ocean. Yep, there we go. I spent so much time here that a bunch of skeleton horses would just spawn on my island, and then they would eventually wander into the ocean and then just get stuck there, and then I just had a bunch of skeleton horses in the ocean. You should hire someone that's good at singing to remake it. If I could do that for cheap, it could be a decent video idea. I mean, well, I guess it wouldn't really be a great video idea, all things considered. Considering, like, the entire idea would be I hired someone on, like, Fiverr, and then they make the song, and then that's it. And that's the video. Like, I guess it would just be I would just post the music video. I should get Tryhard Ninja to do it. Hire me. Can I get Tryhard Ninja? That'd be peak. I wonder how much he would charge. Also, I gotta get someone to do the rap verse. Because as much as I am, like, I would probably do a better job now if I were to do the rap verse, but my flow is, like, weird and kind of not amazing. Oh yeah, you going flying, buddy. Oh, that was peak. That was so perfect. I'm such a pro at flying. I live the stream. Thank you. Glad you do. Oh God. He's suffocating me, and not in a fun, kinky way. What? Who said that? Must have been the wind. Where the heck do I have a saddle? I hope Cringy Gull does watch this whole stream, because bro's, like, fairly Christian, and I feel like he's just gonna be like, what is going on in this stream, brother? Skelly Juan freaky? Yeah. Skelly Juan! Skelly Juan, you wanna go be with your friend over here? Wow, this is a slow horse. Skelly Juan, I'm sure mentally you're smart, but you're kind of physically not very fast. All right, you and Kevin can hang out. Jesus loves you. So does Allah. And so does nothing. Jesus loves you as an argument. Not to get religious, but, like, if you're gonna get religious, make a better argument than Jesus loves you. That's like a terrible hook to get people to be interested, because that's kind of like how all of the gods are. They're like they all love you. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime, Ultra Ice. Appreciate you. Why do you say that? Why do I say that, like, all of the gods love you? Or what? What block do I need? I want to fill in these holes. Okay, I think it's just a wool block and a calcite block. You gotta turn off the face cam when you activate the sheep rigger. I think it would be more sus if I did turn it on. Or did turn it off. I think I gotta leave it on, or else it's very weird. Bam. Look at that. It's beautiful. Yup. Why do I say that? Because all of the religions believe in like very similar things. And there's not like I cannot disprove Christianity or any religion for that matter. But all of the religions have the exact same amount of evidence that point towards them being real, which is none. And there is like still not a crazy amount of evidence that like science points towards God not being real. But I feel like for me personally, faith is dumb. Like I do not subscribe to the idea that like you just have to believe in God because like he wants you to, because that's just like you're just gaslighting. That's literally just like you're gaslighting people into believing, and that's stupid. Give me some evidence, give me some proof, and then I'll believe. But none of the proof that is ever brought up is ever like substantiated. And if it is even in the slightest like somewhat true, it's pretty much always able to be rebutted by other non-religious people. And all the non-religious arguments are also able to be rebutted by the religious people. And it just goes around in a big circle. And I just think logically, big man in the sky probably makes less sense than no big man in the sky. From like the perspective of like my real life experience, it makes more sense that there's not big man in the sky. I don't even follow religion because of science. I think some religious communities are cult-like or so hateful, which I don't think people should have felt about religion. See, I think so. Two of my roommates are pretty religious, and they're like the nicest Christians in the world, and I love them. And they're great guys. I don't necessarily believe what they say about religion, but like some of the things that I very much don't like is when Christians come into like, if there's just like a content creator like trying to make content and the Christian pulls up and is like, Jesus loves you, like that is annoying to me, because like this is not the setting to be doing that, in my opinion. YouTube didn't notify me. RIP. I think faith is important because it gives you hope in the face of horrifying adversity. I don't agree with holding a book above all reason, for example, LGBTQ views. Yeah, that's fair. So you know what I thought was really interesting? I was having a debate about I guess not really a debate, because I don't really know what I think about this. Well, I guess I kind of do, but I was having a discussion the other day with one of my roommates, or with two of my roommates, about whether or not we think some of the events described in the Bible actually happened, or if they're like more metaphorical. And I'm not saying that you can't believe that there was like a giant worldwide flood like in Noah's Ark, you know? But there was a surprising amount. I was looking on r/Christianity to see what they thought. There were a lot of people who are Christian that do not believe that like the flood happened and stuff like that. And I thought that was very interesting. That like, I think it's really interesting how the Bible and other religious texts are interpreted. Because like, I mean, there's not a lot of proof, I don't think. To my knowledge, there's not a lot of proof about a giant worldwide flood happening, right? But some people still believe it. And then others who do follow the religion don't necessarily follow it like to the letter or believe that it's literal. I think that's very interesting. God doesn't force anyone to love him. He gives us free will. There's strong historical evidence for Jesus and other biblical figures, and I respect your beliefs. I mean, well, Jesus is like a proven historical figure, but I think the thing that's more unproven is whether or not he was the son of God, you know? I was a Christian for many years, and my main reason for stopping being a Christian was due to a lot of the, like, I just couldn't get behind a lot of the beliefs about like people who are just trying to live their lives, like LGBTQ people, just like being a sin, and like that's so stupid to me. I think I don't deny that there is historical evidence that proves that Jesus was real, but I don't think there's a whole lot of evidence that proves that he was able to do many of the things that they claim he did. And even if he was, I feel like back then, if you did like the "I got your nose," people would be like, "Holy shit, how did he do that?" Because people back then were not educated. So like, if there was if Jesus hypothetically, I'm not saying he was, but if Jesus hypothetically was just a con man who was good at sleight of hand magic and stuff like that, like, people would probably fall for it more than they would now. And I think, I'm not saying that you should or should not believe in what I'm saying, but I am saying that you should keep it in mind, because, like, it could have happened. I just hate people are not respecting other people's idea in religion and trying to convince them to believe in their beliefs. That's fair. I mean, yeah, you could definitely also say that I'm kind of trying to argue. I'm like somewhat arguing the side of you know, God isn't real, and doing exactly what you're saying, but the opposite. My main thesis, though, you can be religious or don't be religious. I don't really care too much. Just don't be hateful. If you're gonna be religious, don't be hateful towards the people who aren't religious. That's the biggest problem that I see with religion, is that it tells people that their way of living is the correct way of living, and then those people feel emboldened to go and tell others that they are living their lives the wrong way, which is incredibly subjective and is based on a book that's thousands of years old, and the book's, you know, the book's credibility comes from the book. The book tells you that it is true, and that's like the foundation of, like, you can't argue. I couldn't say that 2 + 2 = 5 because I said so, but like the book says 2 + 2 = 5, so like we have to believe it. And like, whether or not you have more faith than I do, which a lot of religious people I'm sure do, just don't hate on people for trying to live their lives. That's all I really want. All in all, I respect your opinions and love you with the love of God. Well, thank you. I think I accidentally started beef with Cringeagle's daughter because I told them to stop spreading gospel in the Minecraft chat. And I think since there are casual viewers and Cringy made a post agreeing, I didn't even know that Cringeagle had a daughter. Actually, I may have known that. I think he did mention that he does. I knew he had a wife. I didn't realize he had kids. Huh. I don't know if you guys know who I'm Dime is. But I'm Dime is a hoplite YouTuber that I used to watch. I used to watch him fairly regularly. And cool guy at the time. Cool guy. He occasionally mentioned his religion, and while I didn't agree with it, he did it in like a respectful way. So like, I did not care, and I wasn't gonna like not watch him because he mentioned his religion, because he was good at the game, and that's what I was watching him for. And then somewhat recently, like the past few months, he has fallen down the right-wing Christian rabbit hole where he's now like his videos are about how like God hates the gays, and it's insane. It's like what happened? How did we get here? That's a Minecraft reference. Whoa. It's literally just so baffling that this guy who like he just used to make hoplite videos, he made like a second channel that was like I forget what it was called, but like he is the definition of like a hateful Christian. Like he made a video that was titled like God hates gay people or some insane shit like that. And it's like what are we doing? We have lost the plot, sir. This is like entirely not what God preaches to begin with, you know? And so that's an interesting little thing that I found out a couple weeks ago. I was just like, I just like got a video that was making fun of him on my page, and I was like, why are we making fun of I'm Dime? He's so chill. And then I check his page, and it's like all him just like spewing nonsense about how sinful people's lives are, you know? And it's like they don't believe in the same religion as you, so like to them this is not being sinful. They're just living their lives. God loves everyone. Some people preach the gospel out of proportion. Yeah, I mean that's basically what I'm saying. There's a dude that you guys might like if you are a religious viewer in chat. Well, go. I actually mentioned him in my most recent long form in the director's cut. One of my favorite YouTubers, very Christian. He talks about his religion all the time. His name is the Urban Rescue Ranch, and he's like in school to become a pastor or something. But he just takes care of animals. He does wildlife rescue, and he's very like brain rotted and funny, and like it's great. I love his videos. And I just hope that he does not ever get to a point where he's like, where he's just like, you know, spouting nonsense about like how much God hates you for who you are and who you choose to be. As long as he stays similar-ish to the way that he is now and doesn't feel the need to go to the hateful side, then like I'm chill, and he's a good YouTuber. And I will watch all of his videos. I remember the Urban Rescue Ranch. Yeah, he was a bit more popular a few years ago, I think, but he's still doing pretty well, and he's a great YouTuber. I only found him somewhat recently, probably like a year ago or so. I started watching him, and like so much fun to watch his videos. It's just like it's mostly like him playing with cute animals and being like the most affectionate, or being like the kindest soul. And it's just nice to watch this like kind soul handle these animals and take care of them and nurse them back to health and stuff. And like the animals love him, and like it's beautiful. They're great videos. You know Demon Joe? I do know Demon Joe. What are your beliefs? I am what they call agnostic, which basically means that I'm not an atheist, because atheists are saying there is no God, but I'm also not religious. I'm basically one of those annoying fence sitters where I'm just sitting in the middle and I'm like, I don't know. I tend to think that if there is a God, that God does not care about us, and it created us for like on like a whim, and if it even pays any attention to us, it is not caring about the little things like cursing and like being gay, like the Bible says. If there is a God, it has bigger fish to fry than who somebody decides to kiss. Excuse me, I just hiccuped. That's what I tend to think. What block did I run out of? Was it regular pistons? If you've ever watched the show The Good Place, I think The Good Place is exactly how heaven should be, or by the end of it. By the end of The Good Place gives such a beautiful and like profound argument for like how corrupt humans' versions of heaven are and how unfair they are. Oh, it's crafting tables. Like how unfair they are, and by the end of the show, it has like they've like made a really good model, and I think, and like if there is a heaven, I hope that, and there is some sort of like what's it called? If there is a heaven and there's some sort of like retribution place where you have to go to like pay for your sins, I hope that it's like The Good Place, because The Good Place makes the most sense out of any depiction of like punishment that I've ever seen. I liked the plot twist that okay, well, way to spoil it, bro. Bro just said the major. Okay. Anime, ban yourself. I mean, the show has been out for years, but like, I'm just thinking if my one second. I think The Good Place as a whole is like a nearly perfect show. Like I love The Good Place so much. I think it's so. I think there's like the first twist, and then there are like 20 twists after it that are also all spectacular and amazing and like great show. Great show. Good show, jolly good show. My pops. You guys like my pops from regular show impression? I love pops. Regular show low-key kind of mid though. No offense to any regular show enjoyers out there, because it is like a pretty good show, but it's like not like an amazing show. It's like they locked in the like the last season to make it really good, but all the rest of it, there's so much like filler and stuff. I like regular show as much as probably as much as like the average guy, which is to say I did enjoy it, but it's not nearly as good as like Adventure Time or like Steven Universe or any of the other kids shows that I can think of. Does Alterock feel very strongly about regular show? As far as the average regular show episode is like good, but it's not like excellent. It's not like I think that Adventure Time is certainly better. No, I'm kidding, but I think regular show focused so much on comedy, so it's kind of all filler. Yeah, the last season they're like, oh shoot, we have to end the show, we have to start like building stuff up, whereas Adventure Time, they knew what they were doing from the get-go, and there is still a lot of filler, but they knew that they wanted, like, I think that at least it seems like they knew that they wanted the show to build to like crazy final fights and stuff. What block did I come here for, chat? What if God is low-key Maya Rudolph in The Good Place? That would be terrifying, I can't lie. I'm getting McNuggets. Yo, that's so fire. I got some Mexican food for dinner tonight, and it was delicious. I don't know if I remember that happening, Alterock, but I just remember like some of Adventure Time's episodes would end and I would be like, oh, I needed white concrete. Some of Adventure Time's episodes would end, and I would be like, regular show episodes would end, and I was like, yeah, that was good. Even like the season finale, I don't think had me like, oh my gosh, because the series finale, I mean, because the series finale, it did have like some payoff, but most of the payoff was done in like the last season, so it wasn't like years of this built up to this. It was like a month of this built up to this, you know? And that's not nearly as exciting as when you have years of plot all culminate in a beautiful symphony that all works together, you know? You're a good YouTube channel for learning about Minecraft. Thank you. I try. I think that's all I needed, right? What other blocks am I like, do I have like barely any of left? I bet you I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna start building. Oh, I need silly me. I literally, that's funny. I just put away these blocks because I was like, I don't need them anymore. Why would I need them? And then I immediately needed them because that's just how this game works. As soon as I think that I'm done with an item, that item is required to build the thing that I'm building. Fact, Dash is way better than the one and only Birch Tree hater. True. This is factual, not opinion-based whatsoever. Listen, does Camman make as good of long-form videos as me? I don't think so. He only has like 2 of them, and he has like 2 of them that are not just shorts compilations. So I think I win this. However, I do like Camman. Camman is like one of my... It's interesting because I feel like Camman is one of my most watched YouTubers, but I don't know if I would necessarily say that he's one of my favorite YouTubers. He just puts out a lot of videos, and I do watch like the daily Camman 18 short. And so I watch a lot of Camman, but I don't know if I would necessarily say that he is like the best, or like that he's like my favorite YouTuber as a result, you know? If that makes sense. Dash and Camman are married. How dare you say that? If you have to pick one, would you rather utilitarianism or what was it? Deontology. I actually do not know what deontology is. Let's see. Let's find out. Deontology. Duty-based ethical theory asserting that actions are morally required, forbidden, or permitted based on rules and duties rather than consequences. Or utilitarianism. I think I know what this is. Consequentialist ethical theory prescribing that the morally right action is the one that maximizes overall happiness, well-being, or utility for the greatest number. I think utilitarianism is how I think about things. So probably utilitarianism. I think with the exception of with some exceptions, generally I would say that like whatever is best for the majority of people is going to be the better action. There are obviously some exceptions to that, but I would say that's generally how I think about things. Notable exceptions would be like, if you were like, well, it would benefit everyone if we killed this guy, and it was just like a random guy who did nothing wrong, but like everyone just like would be happy for some reason if he died, then like that's probably no bueno. But there are some people who it may actually be utilitarianism good, or like by reasoning of utilitarianism, it might actually be good. But if it's just like Greg from down the street and he like smells bad and people are like, I don't like this guy and I would be happier if he was gone. Probably not, you know? You gotta be kind of an abhorrent person for it to like really make sense, I think. That person is me? Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh god, I can't see anything. What do you think about absurdism? Oh god. Absurdism just meaning like absurdism being like, is it like exactly what I think it is? Like things being absurd? Like absurdist humor is like a type of humor, or is absurdism like similar to like, or is absurdism like another way of like viewing the world, like how like deism or dealism or whatever it was, or like or utilitarianism is? I can't believe gingers don't have slurs. Well, people say that gingers don't have souls, so that's like kind of close to being like a slur for gingers. But like you kind of make a good point. Let's invent some. Just kidding. Don't do that, chat. Not during my stream. Do that after stream. If you're gonna do it, don't do it during my stream. Not necessarily saying you shouldn't do it in general, though. What? Who said that? Gingers are genuinely people I don't hate on, not gonna lie. Interesting. Gingers are genuinely people. Bam. Say salt, and I'm not gonna do that. I feel like, and I don't know for sure about this, but I have a suspicion that saying salt and vinegar a bunch of times is going to lead to me accidentally saying the N-word. I have a feeling that that is the idea there, is that your tongue gets twisted and you forget the Vin. And you can't forget about Vin because he's very important, because he is family, you know? Everyone needs family. Bam, bam. Beautiful. Countries often have a hybrid of utilitarianism, that's a hard word to say, and deontology, that's what. Some countries lean more towards one in a specific area, in a certain area. For example, in Canada, the death penalty has been banned, but in America it hasn't. Sometimes bro, like when I'm watching like Daredevil, like this is the main example that I think of this. When I'm watching like Daredevil and Punisher just like kills somebody, especially if it's like a really bad guy, I'm like, yeah, that was reasonable. Like sometimes, bro, I'm like, dude, they should just kill Fisk already. just shoot him. But that's only because he's like the worst of the worst, you know? I'm about to build your Enderman farm. Oh, dub. Okay, so I need that. I need dispensers. So I need not those. That one. And then I'm gonna bring that just in case I need it. I need dispensers. I said dispensers. I said dispensers, he said. Thank you. Note blocks. That's all I can remember. Repeaters. What are you building? I think you can probably understand by looking at this. Whee! Oh, see, I'm glad I grabbed that. I suspected that I might need it. Why is this not powered? Oh, because of that. Okay, so this will be powered later. You need Jarvis for this machine. If I need to debug it, maybe. If it doesn't work immediately and I need to like figure out why it's not working, that will be the hard part. There are like a lot of droppers and stuff in this build, and I do obviously try my best to make sure that they all have the correct items in them, but I feel like it would be very easy for me to miss an item and then just be cooked, you know? Whole thing doesn't work because I didn't put an item in. So that seems like a very likely thing to happen if I were to guess. Or like some redstone is in like the wrong block state. But don't worry, I will figure it out when that time comes. You got it? Oh, nice. Let's go. Yeah, redeem it, bro. I might be poor. It's not, it's a free, redeeming the Hall of Fame is free. You get the plot for free, but then you have to build stuff on it. That is not how you spell redeem, buddy. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Senor Fishy. I believe in you. Yeah! Everyone type GG Senor Fishy in the chat. GG to Senor Fishy. Let's go. Let's go and induct Senor Fishy into the Hall of Fame. If you want to get into the Hall of Fame, you have to watch the stream for 168 hours, and then you get a plot in my Minecraft world, and you get to build in it using channel points. So, I'll show you guys the Hall of Fame if you haven't already seen it. It's right over here. It's in my mega base, or my soon-to-be mega base once I finally move in, once I get my auto sorter and stuff set up. How's it going? Say you not trying to not say. I'm gonna call you not say if that's. How long have you been building this? Well, it's only been probably like 6 or 7. Well, of the piston, it's probably been like 6 or 7 streams. Oh shit! Don't. It's only been a few streams of the piston, but it's been a lot of streams for everything, for the whole thing. Where's the next plot to be claimed? Oh, sheesh. Senor Fishy is in the next row, right next to Teriyaki. Wow. All right, let's come over here. I don't know when. I don't know if your watch time, if your first watch date will be accurate, Senor Fishy. I'm not sure. Senor Fishy, what do you want your death message to be? Let me check what Senor Fishy's first time on the stream is. YouTube Senor Fishy. Senor Fishy 21. I'm assuming so, right? 21. First message date I have written as 9/1/2024. Is that the same as everyone? It looks like it's not. Oh, okay, sweet. 9/1/2024. So, rest in peace, Senor Fishy 21. Oh, it fits just barely. And then on third line, it's, what was it, 9/1/24 to today's date, which is Wednesday, April. So that's 4/8/26. Swallowed by Jeff. Okay, wait, let me just make sure, is the formatting on this the same? Swallowed by Jeff. Let me just make sure the date is right, but I think it is. Yeah, the date is right. Oh, that's so sick. I didn't realize that I actually, this has been around long enough that the first message date is now actually accurate. Welcome to your new home, Senor Fishy, your resting place. You got some pretty good real estate. Your real estate is honestly pretty nice considering it's not next to Granids. So that's kind of a dub. You're right under the spider as well. Hi, Cupcake. Cupcake is the name of the spider, by the way, guys. I'm so proud of this build. This is a great looking spider, I think. Especially considering I built it upside down. Like, I think this is a really nice looking spider. I maybe should have like put some cobweb, like put like a web on the ceiling for it to be hanging on, but does Cupcake bite? Only if you're a villager. I'm gonna head out now that I have Hall of Fame. Understandable. Have a good one, Senor Fishy. See you later. Bro's like, I'm gonna head out forever now. I will never be back. How long has this whole world taken you? Well, I'm at 7,200 days, but in real lifetime, I've been playing on this world for like 4 years. And I play on it for like, I don't know, probably an average of like 6 hours a week. That might not be. I don't know. It varies so wildly. I feel like when I first started this world, I played on it for like 3 hours like every day. Now I play on it like a couple times a week. Only 4 and you've built all of that? I mean, it doesn't take that long to build stuff. 4 years is a lot of time, man. If you just lock in and build some stuff, like 4 years is a while. Each build takes like a few months usually, and I don't have that many of them. I have like, if we want to say like major builds, I have that one. I don't know why Boxy is not rendering, but I have that one. I have the volcano you just mentioned, that's 2. I have this one, that's 3. I have this one, that's 4. This is like maybe 1, that's 5. It's like not a huge build though. It did take a lot of resources. I have the water park, that's 6. I have the Wither Arena, that's 7. Like, I don't have that many things in this world because I just spend a lot of time on each one. The sheep legitimately looks too real. How do you figure out how to make the texture right? There's some really helpful, there's some really good websites that just do it for you. And I just got rid of most of the blocks. But thank you. Oh, I need to repair my elytra. What am I doing? It's like so low. I meant to do it when I was already in the nether, but then I forgot. I just joined. Welcome in. Welcome back, I want to say. I think I've seen you before. Honestly, you build a lot of cool things, which is awesome. Thank you. I like to think that everything that I have built is pretty cool. Like, I don't think any of my video ideas, whether or not the execution is done well, is up for debate. But I think that all of my video ideas on this world, you could maybe make an argument that like my Witherstorm videos are like lame or something, or like they're not that original, I guess is the argument that you could make. The second one at least. But not to like poo-poo on my own videos too much. I like to think that all of the main builds that I have done on this world are really cool and are like pretty well executed too. Just stole all my ideas. This world for the first 5,000 days was hardcore, and then I switched it to survival about 2,200 days ago. And I still have a few builds that if you're a newer viewer, you haven't even seen because I haven't gotten a video out about them. Like the Pillager Village is still only half documented because I decided to split that into two videos because it was such a big project. And then I proceeded to not finish the video for like 3 years because I'm goated at making YouTube videos and I'm cool. 70 degrees out? Oh, it was a lot colder where I was today. Unfortunately, it's not a nice 70 degrees. Am I missing any blocks here? I might be ready to just do the piston. I'm wondering how much more of the piston arm do I have? Okay, I'm almost done with the piston arm. Because once I'm done with the piston arm, then this is like real easy. Then I literally just get to do just this part and it's slow and it's fast. While I have the piston arm, it's taking a lot longer. But we are fortunately no longer doing the end rod. We're done with the end rod, so that saves me a lot of time. Receding hairline? Yes. As it goes. I also got out of the shower, so my hair a little while ago, and I haven't styled my hair, so it doesn't look great. What else do I need? Is this feels like it's not going to be enough to actually get all the way around the perimeter. I think I was correct about this. Bam. Whee! I got a lot of animating to do. Ooh, fuck. Can we use normal people units so I don't have to Google what 70F to C is? Should I make an Enderman XP farm or do you have any suggestions? You should build my Enderman XP farm. Let's go to it. No, why don't you use freedom units, anime? Nah, I mean, I'm in favor of America switching to the metric system. I don't know why we aren't using the metric system already. It's not really up to us, though. I mean, I guess it sort of kind of is. Like, I guess as individuals, we could all just choose to use the metric system. And eventually the government might adopt it if everyone chose to learn the metric system, but people are way too lazy to actually choose to learn the metric system. Tragically, I'm like fairly certain that people are both too lazy and probably too like patriotic to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go learn the metric system. Some people are too patriotic. For me, it's more about the laziness. I just wouldn't feel like doing that. That sounds like a lot of work, and I don't really want to do a lot of work. My cousin asked my family if we wanted to go on a hike, and my family said yes on my behalf. Classic. Classic, classic. During finals. Does the Enderman XP farm tutorial you made work for Java? It only works for Java. I got a comment earlier today, and I get these comments all the time, to be fair, but I just saw it earlier today. And this one I actually responded to. I don't really respond to that many comments on that video anymore because it just gets a lot of comments and I do not have time to answer everyone. That's why I made my Discord channel for farm help. Because I can actually reliably respond to people there. But somebody was just like, I built this and it's not working. I'm on the newest version of Bedrock. Why isn't it working? I was like, because you see, 7 seconds into the video, it literally is only 7 seconds into the video, I say, this is a Java farm. Like, this farm works on Java only. You don't think Easy Place is cheating? I used to kind of think it was cheating, but at this point, I use it a lot, and I think that, you still need to gather the resources, and it just makes it so that you don't have to spend as much time building the big thing. Like, I don't think it's that interesting to just place the blocks in one at a time. Like, this just makes it faster. So, I think it's fine. I think for like a speed run, you shouldn't allow it, but like for my single player world, like I do not care. I think it's fine for this. Makes bigger builds possible. I mean, I think bigger builds are possible bigger builds are possible regardless, but it makes them easier. It makes them more doable, I suppose, is the way that I would phrase it. It makes it like more reasonable to be like, yeah, I'm gonna build a 7 million block thing, because you can just like put a show on your monitor and just like run in a straight line back and forth and place without making them your job. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it makes them more reasonable to do, I think is a fine way to put it. Or that's how I would put it. It's not necessarily impossible to do them without, but it is a lot more difficult. Okay, see, this is the problem. I have all these items in my inventory, some of them which I am sure I don't currently need, but I don't know which ones, and I need to have all of these items so that I can build. Oh, I already had a stack of sticky pistons. Okay, that makes things slightly easier. Where is my slime? There we go. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I don't have obsidian, see? I knew it. I would argue it makes it more fun because like people don't want to struggle with making a piston. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, building this without easy place would be a real big annoyance because I would have to make everything face the correct direction every time, and it would just be really annoying. This just makes it so that it's always facing the correct direction, and I don't have to worry about it as much. I can spend more time talking to my lovely chat rather than having to actually really pay attention to what I'm doing here and make sure, okay, of course I don't have crafting tables. What do I get rid of here? Probably that. Oh, I'm EP chat. I've had a long day. I don't know if I mentioned, but so I went to the gym and I did mention that part, but I did something different today. I like science, and I like watching videos where people talk about like what you're doing wrong. And so I've seen some videos that are like what you're doing wrong at the gym and such. I go to the gym typically 3 days a week, and I was watching some videos that were talking about how studies have shown that like if you want to build muscle, 3 days a week can be enough if you're doing like a full body workout, but like you're probably not going to build much muscle off of 3 days a week if you're just going and doing what I was doing. Is I was doing like push-pull legs, which is like a normal split of what you do in the gym, but typically push-pull legs is push-pull legs, push-pull legs, and so you do 6 times a week in the gym. And I do not go to the gym 6 times a week, and I have really no intention of doing that. But like, oh dang it, I did need those blocks. I didn't think I needed them. I have no intention of going to the gym 6 times a week because that's ridiculous and genuinely insane that anyone has enough time to go to the gym 6 times a week. But I figured I might as well, if I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times, I might as well do the full body split. And so I did the full body split, and it was like a lot of extra work, and it was tough. It was a tough workout, is the point that I was trying to get here. My bum-ass roommate keeps eating the food from my fridge. Damn, that's so annoying. That's awful, bro. I would be throwing hands if one of my roommates took my freaking... I got a burrito bowl today. I would be throwing some hands if one of my roommates ate my burrito bowl. Oh, I kind of wanted to save it for dinner tomorrow, but I'm like hungry. I kind of want to just finish it now. I had like half of it earlier. Maybe I'll probably just eat some other food. I feel like I should just eat some other food, and I will save that for dinner tomorrow. I low-key could make nachos, and just that will also be. I have beans and I have chips and I have a bunch of like Taco Bell seasoning packets. When I go to Taco Bell, I will put on the app, it asks you like what sauces you want, and I always just max out everything, and I'm sure that they think that I am the big back of all big backs, but I'll just put that I want 12 of each sauces, 15 of each sauces, which is the maximum that they let me request. And they never put 12 in, or they never put 15 in, unfortunately. They always put like 10 or 12, somewhere around there. But it's great because then I have a bunch of the sauces for later, and they're so good. And so I just use them. I'll like make some eggs and like put some Taco Bell sauce on. Great. Welcome back, Prowler. When I had roommates, I just made dinner for the both of us, as long as they help pay for the food because groceries ain't free. I mean, that's fair. That's very reasonable. I think that's a good way to go. I just don't, what I do, so I have made dinner for my roommates like once or twice. I very rarely do though, because the time it takes to make dinner, I just remembered, I remember saying to them that we should do this a while ago. We should like take turns making dinner for the whole group, and then we have not done that a single time. I think I have made dinner for our group like twice. I don't believe any of them have made dinner for me. Maybe they have, like, maybe one of them has like once, but that's whatever. They have like meal plans, some of them, so they don't need to like make dinner as often as I do, but it works out. Or like I don't mind making dinner for myself often, because I make dinner like twice a week and I just make a big portion and then it lasts me like 3 or 4 days. If I had to make dinner for myself every single night, it would be like kind of a nightmare. But since I'm only doing it like once, you know, twice a week, it's not that bad. Sometimes even once a week if I just like go and buy food for the other days. Alter Rock, that's so annoying, bro. Do not room with this person next year. I don't like your tone. I don't like you eating my food, bro. What do you mean you don't like my tone? Stop eating my food and I won't give you any tone. Hey, thank you very much.
I just want to donate. That's why. Also, good night. Soon.
Thank you so much, Prowler. I appreciate you. W Prowlers in the chat. That's a good enough reason to donate in my book. Just wanting to give me some money. I do love money. Money, 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 money. Someone else's fishes? I assume you mean dishes. Yeah, F and D are right next to each other. I was thinking you made some fish and you were like, he's eating your fish. That's unfortunate. But I see now. Oh, chat. I'm getting so sleepy. Good thing I only have a few minutes left of stream. I mean, like, not necessarily a good thing, but like, you know what I mean. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna have a little snack, go to bed. I have an exam tomorrow, so I need to get some good sleep. And I should honestly probably wake up a little bit early and do a little bit more studying because I have not. I don't know, man. I never know how much to study for exams. That's like such an annoyance I find, is that I just never know if I've studied enough for an exam. I'm always worried that like, oh, I'll just like show up and all the stuff that I studied will not be on there. But I feel like I studied enough. I read through all the chapters and stuff. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit more studying tomorrow, but like hopefully I'll be fine. But you never know. What did oh. I need to place in these blocks. I need to go grab them. Ow. I kind of want to like watch an episode of a show tonight, but all the shows that I'm watching right now are like an hour long. Maybe I'll watch an episode of JJK because that's like 20 minutes long. And that way I won't be up until 2 in the morning. Like I want to watch the next episode of The Boys, but like it's not the responsible thing to do the night before an exam. You say something? He looked at me funny. All right. Anyways. You get back here. Stop trying to escape. Good night, Prowler, if you're going to sleep. I just saw that Challenger said good night to you, so I'm also saying good night in case you're leaving. Okay, now I need to get redstone dust and my concrete. No, redstone dust, terracotta, repeaters, observers, I think is probably the 4 things. And this will be a pretty good place to stop because I'll be done with the next layer. I'm just getting rid of all my green blocks. Observer, redstone dust, repeater, and concrete, and then, or terracotta, I mean, and then other terracotta. And then we just restock on these items. Like that. I think that's probably enough, hopefully. Do you like pumpkins? Of course. Pumpkins are like the mascot of my channel. Aside from like Chula, but she's not even really the mascot of my channel because pumpkins are kind of, you know, my skin is a pumpkin and everything. No offense, Chula. Please don't kill me. I don't know if you guys know this, but Chula can actually blow you up with her mind if you don't like give her carrots, or you don't give her pets, or you don't subscribe and like the stream. Like if you don't do any of those things, she might blow you up with her mind. So just be careful. Just giving you a heads up. Just hit that, you know, smash that subscribe button. It's a good way to keep yourself safe. I would argue I'm the mascot since I'm the iconic winner in Iconic Villager Games Season 2 winner, but whatever. You know, that video, wait, did that video get more views than the first one? It did, right? That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. I think that video got more views than the original. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I'm a much bigger YouTuber now. But I just thought about that. I'm pretty sure I did. My first Villager Games has 1 million views, and the second one I think has like 1.7 million. Second one, yeah, has 1.7 million. Wow, look at that. It's sad I can't get pumpkin while playing Minecraft because I have to constantly comment in order to get points. Oh, pump coins. Well, you just have to comment every 5 minutes. It's not that often. Like you probably could. Ooh. It's working. Okay, another bit of redstone that we're gonna place in, and as soon as we place it in, it might cause the whole thing to start flying away on me. But it looks like it's not, so that's good. It's a big W in my book. And I think this layer is done. I don't know exactly how many layers we have left, but it's probably not that many. I'm thinking this is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and then 38. We have 38 layers done. That's pretty good. Especially since in 2 layers, we're done with the rod of the piston. And once we're done with the rod of the piston, then the next layer is back to just being that part and this part, and then it's a lot less work. So that's wonderful news. Hey, thank you for the donut.
Alderic, I still think your chat is broken. It's almost like you're skipping over my messages, but I doubt that.
I don't really know too much about the Ultra Rock Granite beef. But I feel like for how much Alterock rage baits viewers, the fact that Granted rage baited him and Alterock is this mad about it still to this day, that Alterock is now ignoring Granted is insane. Like, from where I'm sitting, it seems like Alterock can dish it out but can't take it. It's April 8th, so it's 4/8/26 Sheep Fricker. I'm gonna do Sheep Fricker first. What the hell are you talking about, anime? Now I'm fine getting rage baited. I just don't like it when it's every single interaction. That's fair. I don't know if I haven't seen every single interaction. Granted, is kind of rage baiting every single interaction right now, but I don't know. I didn't see how he was in your stream. Anyways, though, chat, I am going to roll the credits. Thank you very much, Ultraice, for resubscribing. Thank you to all of our Twitch chatters for being here. Alterock, can you keep ignoring Granted so that he has to resort to donoing for you to hear it? Because like it's kind of working out in my favor. Thank you to Prowler for Life for super chatting twice, and thank you to Granted for super chatting a bunch. Let me make a new backup of the world, because now I have abundantly have done a bunch more work. And thank you to all of the people who did not donate but are just viewers. Appreciate you guys as well. And let's make this backup of the world before my computer explodes and I cry because I lose all this progress. Anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys all probably tomorrow, I think. Probably tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Wait. Join the Discord, or else. If you don't join the Discord, you're cooked. Okay, bye, everyone. Bye, guys.